This segment is brought to you by Royal Quartz, where nature and technology fuse, timeless elegance and beauty emerge.
Whilst there's no cure for lupus, current treatments focus on improving the quality of life of patients. Today we speak to Dr. Amrita Budu, a specialist rheumatologist and physician, to find out more. Dr. Amrita Budu, thank you for joining us on Living Your Best Life.
Thank you very much, Maria.
So we keep hearing the term lupus, but I don't think there's an awareness or an understanding of what it is. So can you explain to us, what is lupus?
So lupus is listed as an autoimmune condition. Normally, the immune system protects us against foreign invaders like bacteria or viruses. But in autoimmune disorders, this function is disrupted as the immune system becomes overactive.
So what you're saying is that the body starts attacking itself?
That's correct. Patients often ask, why or how did I develop lupus? So there are a number of genes that would predispose an individual to develop the condition. But there always has to be a trigger to set it off. So some of these triggers include infections, physical or emotional stress, or even certain medications.
What are some of the signs and symptoms?
The most common symptoms relate to joint pain and swelling. Patients often say that they have stiffness most prominent in the morning, and when you talk to patients, they may highlight that they have to wake up an hour earlier in order to prepare themselves for the day. There are a variety of skin rashes that may be present, but the most well-known is that of the butterfly rash, which takes the form of redness over the cheeks and the bridge of the nose, resembling the shape of a butterfly. A proportion of patients may have involvement of other organ systems, for example, the kidneys, the nervous system, the lungs, or the heart. So you can tell that a number of the symptoms are quite non-specific, and sometimes not all the symptoms or manifestations may be present at the same time. As a result, the diagnosis may sometimes be delayed. But the one unifying feature that assists us in making the diagnosis is the autoantibody profile.
My name is Andrea Young, and I have SLE lupus. I was diagnosed in 2013. It's been a very long and hard journey. The lupus I have attacks my immune system. So basically, my body is attacking itself. It can attack your organs, your joints. You're left with lots of inflammation. It's a very painful disease. You seldom have days where you don't feel any pain at all. In fact, every day is a pain day. Just depends on the level of pain that you're in. For me personally, I have inflammation of my hands, feet, joints, even my chest, the thoracic cage, that becomes inflamed. And then I also have overlapping diseases. I have fibromyalgia, and I have degeneration of my spine. Because of all the medication that I was on, I ended up having problems with my liver.
What are some of the treatments available?
So the aim of our treatment is ultimately remission. We use a disease activity index to assist us in tailoring treatment to a particular individual's manifestations or symptoms. So the number of drugs that we use have various mechanisms of action, and sometimes we may combine a number of drugs in order to target different steps in the inflammatory pathway.
Do you think lupus affects, or do you know, if lupus affects male and female, or is there a predisposition to females?
So lupus is much more common in female patients as opposed to male patients, and the ratio there is 9:1 in favor of females. It also has a predilection for the young patient between the ages of 15 and 45, but can also develop at the extreme age groups, that is in the pediatric and elderly population. The condition is also more prevalent in the Indian or African patient, as well as Hispanics or Latin Americans, as opposed to Caucasian patients.
What actually gets me through most days is my strong Catholic belief. And I know that God has a plan, and I feel blessed that He has given me this disease. I truly do, because I'm able to identify and with others that are suffering in so many different ways. It's made me a better person. It's made me stronger in my faith. And I'm able to help others in ways that I never ever could have imagined.
Royal Quartz products are engineered to produce exceptionally high-quality surfaces, which combine superior aesthetics and unsurpassed strength. Virtually maintenance-free makes them the practical choice for commercial and residential interior applications.